Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Jerry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $3.01, trading within a range of 286 to 308. We're up about 5% on the 24-hour. Let's see where we go from here, but we're looking pretty good. And XRP just got a major boost from China. Chinese fintech giant Linklogis is putting its trillion-dollar supply chain finance platform on the XRP ledger. RWAs, cross-border payments, and trade finance, all on the XRPL. And we all know that XRP credit card hype is here. Gemini just overtook Coinbase in the App Store after launching an XRP credit card with Ripple and MasterCard. Major bullish for XRP. And it was a masterful plan Gemini dropping the XRP credit card, in my opinion. Swipe your way into the XRP era. Gemini just dropped the credit card, the XRP edition, and it could change how millions spend, save, and stack crypto. Let's dig into this. Why this is so big. This isn't just another cashback card. It's the first mainstream crypto credit card designed for the XRP community. Every swipe, instant XRP rewards. No gimmicks, no waiting. The perks that turn heads. Here's what holders get. 4% XRP back on gas and rideshare. 3% XRP back on dining, 2% back on groceries, and 1% back on everything else, all in XRP instantly. The symbolism. Gemini didn't pick XRP randomly. This launch comes as Ripple positions itself for a U.S. bank license review, spot ETF approvals in October, and RLUSD stablecoin rollout. The message is clear. XRP is moving center stage. RLUSD and the XRP combo. Gemini also added support for Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD. That means U.S. users can now trade XRP and RLUSD together with zero conversion headaches. Card plus stablecoin plus exchange equals one ecosystem built around Ripple. Why Wall Street should care. This isn't a meme card. It's a Trojan horse for adoption. Everyday payments plus XRP. A major U.S. exchange backing it. Instant exposure for new users. When TradFi sees retail spending daily in XRP, the narrative flips. Limited edition instant demand. Metal design, XRP branding, U.S. only for now. Gemini is making this exclusive and viral by design. Security plus community hype equals free marketing. Final take, Gemini just handed the XRP army a weapon. Everyday payments, instant XRP stacking, and mainstream visibility. This isn't just a credit card, it's another domino in Ripple's push to make XRP the backbone of global finance. If you found this information valuable, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And SBI just dropped a bombshell partnership with Chainlink. Everyone's asking, does this threaten Ripple and XRP? And here's the breakdown. First, the context. SBI Group, Japan's financial giant with $200 billion plus in assets. They're Ripple's #1 ally in Asia. SBI Remit uses XRP in live corridors, Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, and Thailand. SBI VC Trade lists XRP. CEO Katal has called XRP the global standard. Now comes the SBI and Chainlink deal. Focus areas, tokenized funds and real-world assets, real estate and bonds, regulated stablecoins, FX settlement with payment versus payment PPP. Liquidity plus compliance rails for institutions. This is big league infrastructure. What Chainlink brings to SBI, CCIP, cross-chain interoperability and messaging, smart data, fund pricing, and data oracles, proof of reserve and audits and compliance. Translation, Chainlink handles the instructions and data, but here's the key. Chainlink doesn't provide liquidity. It can route trades, it can prove reserves, it can sync data across chains, but when it comes to actual settling value, that's not Chainlink's role. This is where Ripple and XRP stay critical. The SBI Remit already settles payments in XRP. XRP bridges currencies where tokenized cash isn't available. XRP is regulator approved in Japan as a crypto asset. Ripple is the liquidity muscle. Think of it like this. Chainlink, control layer, messaging, compliance, and data. Ripple and XRP, settlement layer bridging money across borders. SBI, the integrator combining both into one financial stack. So does this threaten Ripple? Absolutely not. It expands the rails. SBI is hedging smartly, building a multi-rail system. That way, tokenized FX, stablecoins, and RWAs on Chainlink rails can still settle in XRP when needed. SBI isn't choosing Chainlink over Ripple, they're choosing both because the future of finance isn't one rail, it's interoperability plus liquidity. And that puts XRP in the perfect spot to settle everything. And that's why I've always said it's going to be a multi-chain, multi-token system. Ripple is currently building an oracle to query data from existing bank ledgers. Chainlink isn't the only one in the oracle game anymore. What happens when they have their own oracle? Chainlink really not needed no more. That Chainlink doesn't provide the liquidity. They don't provide the settlement. I find it fascinating that all the Trumps know about XRP, but none will speak of it. Never forget Ken Kurson. And it is pretty damn crazy that all the Trumps do know about Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and all of that at the White House, but no one ever speaks of XRP and Ripple. Not one of the Trumps do. I have not heard any Trump speak about Ripple and XRP. The only time that happened was when Trump listed the crypto stockpile in XRP and Solana, and ADA was involved.
I'm quite involved with cryptocurrency. So that's its own form of collecting. I served on the board of a company called Ripple for 4 years. They're a rather large sort of innovator in the fintech business. So I'm an early adapter of cryptocurrency. I don't know if you could call that collecting the same way, because it's almost the opposite. I like the physical objects, but yeah, I do.
For Jared, obviously you met President Trump, and I saw a picture with you and him.
Pretty crazy, because from all the information that we went over, they're all connected in my opinion. XRP holders, listen up. People who keep saying yield is too small, you're missing the point. It's not about chasing crazy yields. It's about adopting the same wealth strategies the elites have used for decades, using your assets as collateral instead of selling them. And now, as retail investors, we can do this with a mobile phone and an internet connection if you know how. Stocks and equities. Wealthy investors don't sell their Apple, Tesla, or Amazon stock when they need cash. Instead, they use security-backed loans, also called margin loans or portfolio credit lines. They pledge their stock portfolio as collateral and borrow cash at low interest rates. This way, they keep ownership of the stock, enjoy dividends, and capture long-term growth while still having liquidity. Real estate. High net worth families don't usually sell their properties to cover expenses. They leverage home equity lines of credit, collateralized real estate loans. Their real estate keeps appreciating while they borrow against it to fund new ventures, pay for luxury items, or reinvest it elsewhere. Other assets, arts, bonds, etc. Even arts collectibles, rare wine, and private businesses can be used as collateral for loans through private banks. The principle stays the same. Never sell your appreciating assets. Just borrow against them. The big idea. The elite strategy has always been acquire appreciating assets like stocks, property, businesses, and now crypto. Borrow against those assets for liquidity. Let the assets keep compounding in value. Use loans often at low interest rates to live, invest, and grow wealth without triggering taxes or losing upside. Think about it. You have $20,000 in XRP. Life throws you a curveball and a $10,000 expense pops up. Old system, you'd be forced to sell your XRP, get stuck back in fiat, and miss out on future upside. New system, you can borrow against your XRP, you get the cash you need, you still keep your XRP working for you. The small yield you earn is just extra collateral, real power in staying in Web3, keeping your assets intact and never going broke, being forced to sell. This is how true wealth is built, not by flipping for fiat, but by leveraging assets like financial elites have always done. And if you found this information valuable or helpful, please share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And last up, doesn't it seem kind of odd to you that firms like BlackRock and JPMorgan, who comment on every little thing they can, have no comment on XRP? The silence is telling, but we know better. It's already embedded worldwide with systems being built on top of it, bridged into it, and dependent on its demand liquidity. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Mates AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.